Alfred Hitchcock's classic thriller Psycho was released in 1960 and has inspired numerous directors over the next decades to create their own horror thrillers, and a remake from Gus Van Sant in 1998. The original shocked audiences and made a generation terrified of taking a shower, while its remake failed to live up to its counterpart. The reason for this lies in the direction of the film. Let's start off where all releases start, the trailers. Hitchcock revolutionized the movie-going experience with his advertisements, telling audiences to come on time or they will not be let into the theater, and to stay the whole time and not tell their friends about the plot of the movie. The trailer for the '98 version starts by explicitly saying that Norman is the psycho. Now everyone knows going into the movie who the killer is. The overall element that helps to set the tone of the movie is the color, or the absence of color. With having the option, Hitchcock purposely chose black and white for this movie, which gives the opportunity to create the creepy, low-key light and dark moments of the film. In the '98 version, the director chose to keep the color and in addition make everything bright and loud. Even when we reach the climax of the movie and Lila finds Mother, it's in a well-lit room where we can see everything, compared to the eerie single overhead light in the small room Mother was in the original. Let's move on to the characters in the movie. The character direction seems very jumbled in the remake. Some of the characters are staying faithful to the original, while others are taking them in a very different direction. The inconsistency makes the film feel like it doesn't know which direction it wants to go, homage or fresh new take on old material. Along with having different characters, some actors give off the feeling of reading from a script. In the opening scene, it feels like Anne Heche memorized Marion's lines and is just saying them to Sam.
I pay too. They also pay who meet in hotel rooms.
A couple of years and my debts will be paid off. If she ever remarries, the alimony stops.
I haven't even been married once yet.
Yeah, but when you do, you'll swing.
Look, a couple of years I'll have my father's debts paid off at the store. And told you, alimony stops as soon as she gets married again.
Oh, I haven't even been married once yet.
Yeah, but when you do, you'll swing.
Because it's a shot-for-shot remake, the actors don't have as much freedom to interpret the script, which makes it feel like they are just trying to play the parts of the original cast. In the movie itself, the director took some liberties in some scenes to make it more original and separate from the '60s version. This just confuses some scenes and adds cuts that don't make any sense in the context of the movie. With that, let's look at the shower scene from both films. They both nearly have the same shots, but there's a slight difference in the music. Original, the music starts up right when Mother attacks, surprising Marion and the audience. In the remake, the music doesn't start up until Mother starts moving the knife, leaving Marion and the audience to just stare at the person and wonder what will happen, with no intentional shock. Small interpretations like this show how the director couldn't match the suspense of the original. Shot-for-shot remakes aren't necessary. Roger Ebert said it best with a quote about the 1998 Psycho. "The movie is an invaluable experiment in the theory of cinema, because it demonstrates that a shot-for-shot remake is pointless. Genius apparently resides between or beneath the shots, or in chemistry that cannot be timed or counted." Some have argued that this movie is bad on purpose. The reason the director made this movie was so that no one else would have to remake it. It's a weird way of thinking, but by seeing this movie, it's understandable why he wouldn't want anyone else to make it. Because it's a shot-for-shot remake, it will always be hard to separate the 60s version from the 98 version. The 60s Psycho can live without the remake, but the remake will never be able to outlive the original. The 1998 Psycho isn't as good as the original, but it's not the worst film ever made. Because of these 10 problems with directing, this movie just doesn't have the same spark as the original.